Hello everyone, I'm Anya Novak. Welcome to Higher Ground, the only show dedicated to finding common ground in the contentious debate over BC's natural resources. We don't need to tell you the resource debate can be loud and antagonistic. The stakes are high and passions do run hot, but there are more than just the two extremes, and somewhere in between is where we hope to find common ground. Often the debate over pipelines, mining, and natural gas in this province is polarizing and simplistic. Those with strong opinions occupy the extremes, leaving the undecided to sort through the barrage of vitriol. While it is true we here at Higher Ground are resource advocates, it's important to know we believe in respectful resource development, which balances human and environmental needs responsibly. We seek to find common ground in the debate by replacing myth with fact on both sides of the issues, by providing an informed perspective which we hope balances a conversation around the risks and benefits, by exploring shared values of those on side and against, and finally, by promoting an environment where people feel it's okay to be in favor of responsible resource development. If you're watching this, chances are you or someone you know agrees with our approach, or at least is willing to learn more. You may be surprised to learn just how many British Columbians share a positive opinion towards the resource sector in one form or another. According to independent third-party research, resource opinions in BC break down into the following clusters. 14% of British Columbians are pavers. They are the most supportive of the resource sector, are the advocates for the economic benefits, and are convinced opposition hurts BC's economy. 20% are optimists. They support the resource sector, accept the economic arguments, and believe BC's economy is on the right track. 27% are suspicious, meaning they support natural resources but question company motives. They also agree opposition hurts BC's economy. 21% are skeptics, meaning they don't believe opposition puts BC's economy at risk, and they are highly suspect of the industry. But they do strongly accept that BC has an important role as a gateway to Asia. Finally, 14% of British Columbians are uncompromising back-to-landers, the anti-everything crowd. They are unmoved by the economic arguments, including those that see resource sector revenue used to fund hospitals and schools. Finally, the takeaway message from the opinion research is that while the opposition to natural resources is the loudest, they don't represent the majority. 61% of all British Columbians fall between paver and suspicious, meaning they support the natural resource industry. While not an overwhelming majority, the results do show it would be inaccurate to say that the majority of British Columbians are against resource development. Joining us today is Anya Novak, one of our researchers here at ResourceWorks. She's here to talk about the recent community breakfast meetings we've been holding across the Lower Mainland in order to hear directly from citizens about their values when it comes to living in a resource economy. Our meetings were held in 8 Lower Mainland cities. 120 participants came out, including local city councillors, candidates, entrepreneurs, environmentalists, and regular folks. So Anya, it sounds like the events were well attended and you were able to really bring some people together.
Yes, that was our goal. When we planned for this event, we wanted to make sure that we get together a diverse group of people with diverse views so that we can find a shared understanding among them that can help guide future resource development.
Anya, each event started with a short presentation and then you broke into groups to discuss 3 topics. What were they?
So the first topic that we discussed was what is responsible resource development? What does that mean to them? Some of the things that we've heard a lot were making sure that there's proper regulation in place to regulate the industry and making sure that in case any incidents happen, that there's a prepared response. So another thing that was discussed a lot was safety and innovation in practices, and then as well community involvement, making sure that people have the opportunity to voice their concerns and receive answers to those questions.
Anya, I know you and the team are putting together all the results to release in a new report in December, which of course we will cover here on Higher Ground. But in the meantime, please give us a teaser. What was the most surprising thing you heard?
Well, I think for me, the most interesting part was that we heard a lot that youth should be engaged in the conversations on natural resources. Part of it is related to educating them about where energy comes from, like where electricity comes from, how different products affect their life, so different natural resources play a role in their daily lives. So that was part of it, and the other part was making sure that they also express their concerns, because as part of what we heard, making sure that responsible resource development takes into consideration future generations and their wants. That's a very big part of what we heard.
And that's it for Higher Ground this week. Make sure you visit our website at resourceworks.com, sign up for our e-newsletter, and don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For ResourceWorks, I'm Mina Man. Thanks for watching.